Welcome to the channel. I am the Jamaican Scoop Diva, and the first thing we are going to be discussing is the Jamaican artist Squash being arrested in Florida on immigration related charges allegedly. It has been reported that the dancehall hitmaker and head of the Six Camp, Andre Whitaker, aka Squash, has been detained in Florida. Early reports suggest that the artist was arrested on breaches of immigration law in southern state. The artist is believed to have been taken into custody recently due to overstaying his work visa for an extended period. An immigration bill signed in Florida's governor Ron Santis recently aims to curb illegal immigration. The controversial entertainer is currently being held at the Chrome Detention Center in Miami. Multiple reports indicate that Squash was also listed as a person of interest by Jamaican authorities before migrating to America. Since his big break in dancehall music over 5 years ago, the artist has enjoyed tremendous success despite a few run-ins with the local authorities. And also shout out to Yard Hype for this information. Now, it is always unfortunate to see dancehall artists who have a lot of influence, not just in Jamaica, but internationally, get arrested like this and have their careers cut down. So we're just hoping and praying that he will work this out and be able to sort himself out, because at the end of the day, we're all Jamaicans and we want the best for our fellow Jamaicans and our fellow Jamaican artists. This news actually comes in addition to an accusation or an alleged rumor last year that he was actually SHOT at, and he was injured. And several just recently, one of his artists, I believe his name is Mad Dog, passed away. May his soul rest in peace. And so a lot of violence have been really surrounding him. He's really been attached to these kinds of things allegedly. And so even though it is unfortunate that he was arrested, it's not shocking. What the few information that I know about the American government or the foreign government is that they watch you. So if they suspect that you are in illegal dealings, they will watch you for a while and they will use anything to scoop you up. And then once they scoop you up, that's when they begin to apply the pressure and try to get information from you that will further prosecute you. So we wish Squash the best, especially in this time where he's probably mourning for his artist. So all the best to you.
Go on now. Alright, so me just get a call from Tulax. It's my brother. We say him get a call from my ex-police who say him was a member of the infamous hit squad where eliminate threat on behalf of the government, threats to them authority or them influence, and me must say, boy, me fi take down the thumbnail for my last episode. In the meantime, for those who don't know, in the meantime, it's the audio podcast what me do on YouTube. So, apparently him think of my brother, so I'm not telling him to take it down. So now, my brother said, boy, I might get more calls to him from the entertainment fraternity, so he reach out to me and let me know what going on and things. So, me decide, me not a video person and attention seeker in any way, shape or form. So I say, me just make that one, in light of these, me not take them lightly, even though me not believe them, really. But me not take them lightly because, I just look funny, I do. Me I speak out. Me I speak my mind. Me a revolutionary. Over 2.5 decades, me I put it in every aspect of my work. From song, from steer it up, interview, go right back. Me I express myself a certain kind of way. When it was in a them time there, when if me fit dead at them time, then me would have dead. So at them time there now, me only live out the whole of them time. If I come in a time like now where everybody can take up their phone, but them at our mind when everything soften up. Show more information available and people not as dark or stupid as them was one time in a certain way, especially when it comes to politics. In a them time and now, me I go come dead. For what? For talk against what, the Prime Minister? Me do only by episode that talk about the Prime Minister. Look on the dictator, same, maybe have a thumbnail with it, with Andrew on the same way. And the first. You understand what I'm saying? And if this was really, you'd have really be so sensitive over this. The Prime Minister would really be so sensitive over this. Then if I saw him sensitive, then foot out of that long time within teeth kid. You don't think so? Listen, man. Let me tell you something. My values are my values. I'm gonna coach me in these values that I have for decades. You understand what I say? I see it and I say it as it is. That is what it is. You understand what I say? And this whole the twin them, because I know the reality that I talk about it every day. But I'm telling you something. You see, if this is true, if this me not believe, but if this is true and it is to be reality, if you're not gonna come try and make sure someone know me and my brother different. You understand me? No want nothing happen to my brother. Look there, see that? Look, the one with the red, green and gold all the while, and sometimes purple in my ear, curly locks. The one that's smaller in her body. You understand exactly what's going on with the situation where everybody is talking about right now. Alright, so this morning I was awoken by a phone call from a brother with son kind of senior. Him saying he's an ex-police and I have to take down the posters. I don't have to take down the show, but take down the posters. Because the posters offensive to certain people. Now, as it relates to certain people, I don't have a clue who him did attack. So I say which posters that. So I realize say is the last show what my brother do. Film podcast. And he went on to say, boy, he was an ex-police and them ram rough. I don't know who are them. See? So I don't come for point no finger upon nobody and say that specific person they send them or the one they call them, but I actually believe says a senior, based on the fact say he never ever have an idea what a thumbnail is. The thumbnail I will refer to as a poster. See, so I must take down the poster and everything would basically the poster offensive to the man name. And him get good recommendation about we from other police also. I don't know what that mean. But I just try to remember word for word everything what him tell me. And before him hang up, all he said was be very careful. And him also say a lot of the crime in Jamaica, specifically homicide, committed by police. I don't know where all of the detail they come from, but me, thank the Almighty say, we live a life as two clean youth and we not to mix and we manage to actually have fun with possible enemies. Twin of twins have fun with people where they probably get a contract for take a life. And instead of take a life, you know what them do? Them call me and tell me. So that is what it means when somebody said do good and good will follow you. So basically what happened now is that we in our country, we are no longer free to express ourselves. Even if you not disrespect people these days, all you have to do, attack the truth. It's okay when you put them in a power, you know? All of them, PNP and Liberate. But it's not okay when they underperform. And you, as a citizen of this country, cannot give your opinion as long as it's not favorable to them. A lot of people been a call, see me, you know, naturally they might have concerns about what's going on and you know what I mean? So for all who call me out of concern and I wonder what go on and I wonder if we're safe and this and that, trust me, we've been through rougher than this. See me? And if a man feel like he wants to step to me when he see me, you're welcome fam. The streets tougher than any challenge when you can bring to me right now. You don't understand that. So if you don't feel like say yo, you can come shut my mouth, you're welcome. See, and everybody will tell me say, yo brother, don't talk about certain subject. You see, my show is not about enriching myself, pun intended. My show is for try. These days are the hardest thing I can ever try to try to open the eyes and the minds of these mindless sheep that exist these days. They call themselves Jamaicans, where them get social media for pacify. And it dumb on the dumb. If Marcus Garvey did stay quiet when the pressure come, if Malcolm X stayed quiet when the pressure come, we're probably still in a literal physical slavery, even though these days digital slavery 10 times worse. 10 times worse than physical slavery. And with time, we're not going to say exactly what I talk about. And for all of my well-wishers, them, we're concerned, everything is all right, at least for the time being.
Now, moving on to the rumor or the alleged threats from what sounds to be a HIT man working on behalf of the Jamaican government. Now, Twin of Twins received a threat saying that they need to remove the thumbnail of a podcast that they did recently discussing the unfair, what we now know and realize to be an unfair and overdone pay increase to the members of parliament and the prime minister. Now, when the Twin of Twins spoke about this, it was already spreading over Jamaica like wildfire, and it was causing a huge unrest. A lot of persons were protesting, a lot of persons were speaking out on social media. It made the news like every single night. In fact, people are still talking about it. However, they used a thumbnail that referred to the prime minister as the Terminator, and you can understand why they would deem him in that light, because of the torture it seems that the people are suffering. Because as I mentioned in my previous videos, there are so many people in Jamaica that are suffering, living below the poverty line. I was talking about the Jamaican infrastructures, I was talking about the potholes, I was talking about the water, and just the overall lack that the country has, the overall suffering of the people. So they did that, and they received a phone call, and it is a shame that we no longer have freedom of speech. We no longer can express ourselves verbally. And this government is known to be very active in shutting down anything and anybody that says something bad about them. There was a time during Corona when someone had told the Prime Minister to SUCK his mother, and he was caught quick fast. Just the other day, another person threatened the Prime Minister, and he too was caught. Well, I'm not encouraging anyone to disrespect the government or disrespect the Prime Minister in any means nor shape, but these people were not doing so, and it is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. And people say when you throw the stone and the hog pen, or whoever catches scream, the reason why this is bothering them so much, yes, it may be deemed offensive. I can't speak on behalf of them. I can only speak as a person from the people, because I am the people, right? I'm a regular person like anybody else, paying taxes, who feels to be treated unfairly. And when they drive in their vehicle, the vehicle just clunk, clunk, clunk in the potholes in Jamaica. But when I go to Uptown, I go on the toll road, I go on all those places where tourist people are. They're excellent roads. But for me, living in my neck of the woods, I drive on potholes every single day, right? I live in places where I can see people don't have running water. So I speak about it. And so freedom of speech is necessary. And we need to protect Twin of Twins, because they are indeed gems. And they're not backing down. And they are truthfully good people. They are standing up for us, and they have been standing up for people and speaking about different type of things and different type of issues in Jamaica for years. They have stirred up several volumes of stirred up, and they have been addressing matters for years. Now they're doing podcasts, and they are representing people. What they remind me of is Mutabaruka. And I do feel like they have been inspired by people of the likes of Mutabaruka. And so they're gems, and we need to protect them. They're not backing down, but we need to pray for them. And we're just asking that you just leave them alone, truthfully. Now, this matter leads me to the next matter, which is that of the Prime Minister removing his compensation. So he says. And they did this announcement in Jamaica House recently, and it is in response to the backlash from the public regarding this 240% pay increase for some of its members. No, I'm not a politician. I didn't study political science. But does this mean that the rest of the people will get their pay raise and only you alone will not get it? I don't understand. Correct me in the comments. And he said that it will be reviewed, and when it is reviewed. So in other words, he's saying that it will be delayed for now to satisfy the public unrest. However, it will still be reviewed and so on, so on. So maybe down the line, they might just slip it to us later on down when we're distracted, because we know how these things work. It is interesting that just a day ago he was defending it. Also, several other members of parliament were defending this pay increase, and they were lashing out against the protest, and now they're changing their minds. So I guess that if it was something good and something right, why then change your mind? Why respond to the public like this? I don't have much to say on the matter, but I am interested in what you have to say in the comments. So keep the comments going, and I will leave that video for you, and you can watch it and make your own conclusions. I am the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and I have that video for you. And remember to comment in the comment section.
That the country is assured that its leader symbolically and truthfully understands their concerns. As your leader, I do. Therefore, I have directed the Transformation Implementation Unit to remove the Prime Minister's compensation from the new salary scale. The Prime Minister's compensation will therefore remain at its previous levels. To be clear, no retroactive payments will apply to the Prime Minister's pay. I firmly believe that when this new compensation scheme is completed and all anomalies are resolved, coupled with the new performance management and accountability system, which will be implemented, we will see an increase in the motivation and productivity of the public sector, including that of ministers, councillors, and MPs. Jamaica has a unique opportunity at this time to truly set the stage to attract greater talents and skills into the political domain and demand performance from us to earn your confidence. We should not let this opportunity pass only to be confronted by it in the near future. I ask for your understanding